Yo, what's up YouTube family? It's your boy Koozie and I'm back at you with another hot TikTok reaction video, and today we're going to be doing some creepy and bizarre TikTok reactions. I'm talking about the kinds and how you question reality. With that said, if you're new to the channel, let's go ahead and like and subscribe and hit the notification bell so you'll be notified whenever I drop some new hot content that you definitely don't want to miss. Oh yeah, these videos are for entertainment purposes only. Don't believe anything that you hear or see in these videos. Don't believe anything that I say in these videos. Always use your own discernment and always do your own research.
So New Jersey just had a massive earthquake that was felt from Pennsylvania, New Jersey, and New York. This happened in a few days after we just had this massive earthquake in Taiwan. Right after the massive earthquake in Taiwan, Japan had a magnitude 6 earthquake. And this happened right after Taiwan had their earthquake. But now this where it gets strange, because they also had an earthquake in Ohio with a magnitude 3. But now this where it's starting to look kind of biblical, because not only is it being New Jersey and Ohio, but it's earthquakes that's happening all over the world right now. This is a magnitude 6.8, and Japan just had another one at 3 o'clock, magnitude 5. And once again, like I said, don't this make you think about Matthew 24:7? Earthquakes will happen in various places all over the world. But I'm curious though, what y'all think about all these earthquakes that's happening in this New York earthquake that just happened this morning in the comments? Like and follow for more wisdom and stay tuned.
Show some love to my boy Wisdom Blast, man. Shout out to him, you know what I'm saying, for the content. And hey, everybody out there that went through this earthquake situation, man, hey, we praying for all y'all out there, man. For sure. And that's crazy because these, like they said, these happen everywhere. So it could be biblical, you know, especially with the eclipse coming up too. But y'all let me know what y'all think down below in the comments.
Follow me on YouTube if you want that exclusive content and share to somebody that don't know.
Okay people, check this out. So yesterday, I was sitting on the bottom of this mountain right here, and it sounded like a door shut. Or like if you ever heard an aluminum industrial door just bong, like it rings after it shuts. And it scared me because I was just sitting right here. But if you look up, let me see if I can zoom in. I can't zoom in. But that's a door right there. I'm thinking that's a door, man. Now, I'm sure you've seen all these videos where they find the doors on the side of the mountain. But I swear to God, I heard something shut. When I looked up, I was looking at that. And I'm looking at it, and it looks like a door to me. So my only inclination is to climb back up there and check it out. Let's do it.
Dang. What would you do in that situation?
Go ahead and try. Can you try to say it though? Go ahead.
You say it first.
Kinnininigan. Go ahead.
I can't say it. I know I can't.
Say Kinnininigan.
Kinnininigan.
Oh.
I can't. But I know what I am.
Oh,
You are?
I know.
Oh man.
But do you know what you are?
Say it one more time, please. I just. Wait a minute. Can you go on camera?
What, your chat's gonna go?
Can you go on camera?
Go crazy.
Please.
No.
Why is that? Alright, then I gotta block you because you are a lizard and we know you are.
So are you.
Y'all heard that? She didn't disagree. She said, so are you. Oh my God, man. What they say, they are here, man. They live, they are amongst us. God dang, that was crazy, man. What y'all think about that? Man.
Have you all seen this? A photographer captured this about 12 hours ago. The Statue of Liberty, the torch. And we all know that the Statue of Liberty is not a Statue of Liberty. It wasn't a gift from France. We all know that the Statue of Liberty is a representation of Lucifer. There are plenty of paintings that...
Ooh, Allegedly, y'all.
Look just like it. The Colossus of Rhodes looks just like it. There's so many representations, but that is Lucifer. The torch he is holding is the torch because Lucifer is the light bearer. Okay, look at the face on the Statue of Liberty. That's not a woman. That's not a beautiful woman. That is Lucifer. That is a picture of Lucifer. All right, and he's holding that torch. He has chains on his feet. It's representing Lucifer being...
I mean, y'all can see how similar the features are, the facial features, right? Okay, I'm gonna leave
released
it alone. Let's get
from
it,
the
man.
pits of hell. And look at this photo that was taken 12 hours ago. The lightning struck right there, bang. Isn't that crazy? Lightning striking on Lucifer's torch. That is very symbolic of just a lot that's going on right now. The eclipse is about to happen. Weird things are happening. People are seeing demon faces, demon ears. Lots happening. But this is for your entertainment. Hit follow.
Hey, it's a lot of people out there that be like, man, hey, we living in the last days, and that possibly could be true. But hey, another thing is, what they say, New York is what? The Big Apple. I'm just gonna leave that up. We're gonna, leave that out there for you.
This snail may look like it came out of a cartoon, but it's actually infected with a disturbing parasitic flatworm known as leucochloridium. Now, this parasite actually infects the snail's eye stalks and takes control of its brain. It starts pulsating to resemble a caterpillar that will attract birds, and after it's mind-controlled the snail to move to a place where it is exposed, the birds will rip out the snail's eyes, eat the parasite, which will then lay eggs inside of the bird's gut. Now, those eggs will actually be shat back out, and the snail will then eat that feces, become infected, and start the entire disturbing life cycle all over again.
Talking about vicious, man. This ain't nothing new, man.
Scientists created this monkey that is a chimera. It has 2 sets of DNA, and then they euthanized it 10 days later. They are saying that this experimental work could ultimately benefit medical research and the conservation of endangered species. It's the world's first live birth of a primate chimera created with stem cells. If you don't know what a chimera is, the term originated from the monstrous hybrid creatures that populate Greek myths, but chimeric mice were first created in the 1960s and have been commonly used in biomedical research. They have created human-animal chimera embryos before. They've created mouse embryos that are part human and monkey embryos that are part human. And if you're like me, you might believe that that wasn't just embryos. But because they are so worried about ethics, they're saying that it's crossing an ethical red line to attempt to produce a monkey-human chimera beyond early embryonic stages of development. But they do hope that someday part-human chimeras can help fill the demand for organ transplants.
Say, man, if these ain't the days of Noah, man, then I don't know what
Many
is.
UFOs are actually transdimensional intelligences that manifest in plasma environments and communicate with contactees through quantum entanglement. And the authors posit this has been going on since prehistoric times. Researchers suggest that there are certain places around the globe that have been particularly conducive to the appearance of these transdimensional intelligences, often perceived as lights and UFOs.
Something to make you think, huh?
Those racists told me it's all just a joke. He says it doesn't really happen. He says he put them on his website just to annoy the woman. He says he put them on his website, just a joke. He says it doesn't really happen. He says he put them on his website just to annoy the local sheriff, Russ.
Well, no.
This makes me think of Roddy Piper. They Live. A must watch. If I was you, I would check it out.
change that's come about in the last 2 or 3 years is there probably isn't a child over the age of 6 that isn't deeply concerned about change. I mean, there were reports in the past, but now the focus of the world are on those problems, whether it's droughts, whether it's storms, whether it's the seaside being ruined, just undermining life.
Everything. And in a way, has slightly, I'm afraid, eclipsed the importance of this conversation. No one's saying it isn't incredibly devastating, but actually we do need to think long term about the planet.
Yeah, I mean, it's a distraction, well, more distraction, it's a tragedy, but it does have that knock-on effect.
Something to make your mind wonder, huh? I know.
Who's here?
Don't let that go over y'all head. I said, don't let that clip go over your head like a shooting star. I'm telling you. Say, man, like I always say, ain't a coincidence. They put it in the movies, man. Don't let it go over your head. It's something to think about, you know, for real. Think deep on it and think of what else and what if that. Think outside the box. Think up high. Think higher ups. Yeah, it's possible. And it probably is true. But hey, what can we do about it if we divide it? That's all I'm gonna say. Let's get it, man.
Little peep game.
What's up, Nick?
All these, look. She changed it to a scroll. Look, watch this. These are government officials.
I say.
They changed it in the scrolls. All of it. Y'all think these people real peoples, but they ain't.
Each one of you has forgotten our history. We did not end up homeless refugees because we were unwilling to wage war. We ended up homeless refugees because we were too willing. I do not support your coup. I will not support your war. And I do not submit.
If I had another hundred like you, I could take on the universe.
Like I said, don't let it go over y'all head, man. Those were the elites that ran the country in the movie. And one thing I must say, man, maybe 2 more things. War isn't always the answer, but sometimes war is the only answer. If you get it, you get it.
This is for educational purposes only.
There's things you don't know, things they won't show, things they don't want you to know. They'll do anything to keep from the public's knowledge. They don't care about you.
Somebody just asked me about this video I'm about to show you. If this is serious right here, if this is show enough what it is, this gotta be one of the craziest things to get leaked. I'm telling you, this is real. You know what I mean? Crazy, it's real crazy. I'm gonna say that much. And there's gotta be a viewer discretion on this because it is bloody.
Man, you see what they put in the video games these days? Ain't that something? Boy, that's crazy. Allegedly, man, that is wild. But y'all, hey, like I say, use your own discernment, man. Y'all ain't stupid. Let's get it.
I want to talk about this word Kininigan that I keep seeing videos on here talking about. If you haven't heard about it, some are saying this is the word that only a human can pronounce, and it's a way to unmask a demon, a reptilian, or any soulless being. The premise is that this word comes from the emerald tablets of Thoth the Atlantean, but that's not true. Stick around and I'll tell you what the real word is. But first, listen to how Thoth describes some beings that exist on the earth. Far in the past, before Atlantis existed, men there were who delved into darkness, using dark magic, calling up beings from the great deep below us. Forth came they into this cycle. Formless were they of another vibration, existing unseen by the children of earthmen. Only through blood could they have formed being. Only through man could they live in the world. In ages past were they conquered by masters, driven below to the place whence they came. But some there were who remained, hidden in spaces and planes unknown to man. Lived they in Atlantis as shadows, but at times they appeared among men. Aye, when the blood was offered, for they came they to dwell among men. In the form of man, they amongst us, but only to sight were they as are men. Serpent-headed when the glamour was lifted, but appearing to man as men among men. Crept they into the councils, taking forms that were like unto men, slaying by their arts the chiefs of the kingdoms, taking their form and ruling o'er man. Only by magic could they be discovered. Only by sound could their faces be seen. Sought they from the kingdom of shadows to destroy man and rule in his place. But know ye, the masters were mighty in magic, able to lift the veil from the face of the serpent, able to send him back to his place. Came they to man and taught him the secret, the word that only a man can pronounce. Swift then they lifted the veil from the serpent and cast him forth from the place among men. Yet, beware, the serpent still liveth in a place that is open at times to the world. Unseen, they walk among thee in places where the rites have been said. Again, as time passes onward, shall they take the semblance of men. So you heard Thoth explaining that these beings from another dimension are evil and corrupt, but can only appear if a human summons them with a sacrifice. And the only way to spot them in human form is by saying a word only a man can say. This word Kininigan is just some internet thing, which started on Reddit. The word you need is Zinuru. Thus is the word that Thoth gives. Listen. Knew I then that in words are power to open the planes that are hidden from man. Aye, that even in words lies hidden the key that will open above and below. Hark ye, now, man, this word I leave with thee. Use it, and ye shall find power in its sound. Say ye the word Zinuru, and power ye shall find. Yet must ye understand that man is of light, and light is of man. If you want to read and know more, this book can be downloaded from my page. It's well worth a read.
Zenuru. I mean, hey, I want all y'all to say that, you know what I'm saying, and see if y'all are reptilian or whatever, you know, or not. But that's crazy, man. I think that's something we all need to know, and that's something we all might want to check out, that book there. You know what I'm saying? But y'all let me know what y'all think about that in the comment section. That was a little spooky. Let's get it.
Chameleon reptile camouflage technology. This clip shows the color configuration a reptilians exhibit prior to full metamorphism. Using the same color strain manipulation as the chameleon. Liquid crystal polarization shows detailing the undeniable similarities. Changing the color pattern to accommodate the desired image projected. Occasionally, we catch a glimpse of reptilians losing concentration necessary to maintain the mimic. It's not a glitch. It's digital latency.
If you ain't know, now you know.
Look, there's a gold one. Let's stomp its head in. Do not fear me. I am Enoch, the Altrusian. Thank Vindok you've come to my aid, Rick Marshall. You know me? Of course. Even in the farthest reaches of the universe, we have seen your Matt Lauer video. I am a prisoner in this land of the lost. Only you can help me escape. The fate of the universe depends on you.
Well, it's very flattering, Enoch. But I think you found the wrong guy.
No, Rick Marshall. I have summoned you here specifically to help me stop an evil madman who has already conquered my world, and now plans to conquer yours. His name is the Tsar.
I am the Zarn. Heed my warning or be destroyed.
The Zarn became obsessed with using the power of these crystals to conquer the universe. If he is not stopped, he will open a doorway to your world and lead his army of Sleestack on a rampage across time and space. He must be stopped.
Enoch, buddy. I'm a scientist, you're a scientist. I think together, you and I can figure this out.
You mustn't touch the crystals! The wrong manipulation of the crystals could turn time and space inside out.
Peace and divine love to all the gods and goddesses, all the high vibrational, beautiful souls and spirits. Now, this is from the movie Land of the Lost, and as you can see, they had a reptilian wearing copper and crystals, you feel me? And they had a big setup with fucking crystals, clear quartz, you feel me, as his little thingy thing. I don't even know what the fuck to call it, but it's crazy how they push shit right in our face, man. Right in our face. And speaking of punch stuff right in our face, the man that was with Will Ferrell in this movie, I don't know if this tattoo real or fake, but he got a tattoo of a dead Native American on his arm. Shit don't get more disrespectful than that, man. I'm gonna let y'all watch the movie yourself. I love, value, appreciate, and adore every single last one of y'all. Ground, sun gates, detox, meditate, and fast. I see everything. Peace, family.
Shout out to him, man.
Yesterday, the Senate passed the Endless Frontier Act, a bill that commits nearly $250 billion to promote emerging technologies so that America can keep pace with Chinese innovation. Back in May, Democrats shot down an important amendment outlawing U.S. participation in research that would create human-animal hybrids, also known as chimeras. China's already doing it, announcing in April that an international team successfully grew human monkey embryos and sustained them for 20 days in a lab. The only question is, what will they do next? Currently, the National Institutes of Health has banned U.S. funding for chimeric research, but that ban could very well be lifted, and who's to say that these agencies will play by the rules anyway? Remember, President Obama banned funding for gain-of-function research back in 2014, but New York AD found a way around it and they laundered, it's the Naiad group, and they laundered hundreds of thousands of dollars to the Wuhan Institute of Virology through a non-profit group called the Eco Health Alliance. The rest is history. Chimeric research is a Pandora's box, that's obviously from hell, that should not be opened. But the scientific community, spurred on by their own hubris, may very well open it using American taxpayer dollars. And if that happens, the Democrats will have blood on their hands for not joining the GOP and stopping it when they had a chance. Joining me now for reaction, I don't even believe, Laura Logan, here we are, it's the 21st century, we're two very smart women, we have to talk about chimeras and how maybe the government might do it. You've been very involved in your research and stories and coverage on certainly COVID, what's been happening there. Give me your take on the seriousness of this. China's doing it and what we have to be aware of.
You know, Tammy, one of the things that strikes me the most about this story is there's an old adage, be careful of what you don't know. And that has never been more true than with this subject. What exactly do we not know here about how far, what is the level of involvement the U.S. has had in any kind of research like this? And what else has the NIH and other divisions of the NIH been involved in? Because when it comes to Dr. Fauci and what we know about COVID, we're just beginning to find out, right? We're at the tip of the iceberg in terms of uncovering what was really going on with gain-of-function research. And the whole sort of smokescreen of the Wuhan lab really obscures the fact that Dr. Fauci and the NIH through NIAID had been funding gain-of-function research for years. And there's a lot of money that's missing here. And there's another U.S. agency that's missing from this equation. It's called DARPA, which is the Defense Research.
Woo, it was finna get deep. Y'all let me know what y'all think about that clip down below in the comment section, because yeah, this chimera situation is out of control. We are definitely in the days of Noah, for sure.
Let's go on this side. Okay. Wait, Kerry Washington is pregnant. She needs some. Let's go. Let's get, anybody? Leo? You gotta be hungry, no? Come on, somebody over here? Jared? Yeah, Jared Leto. He just won an Oscar. All right. Okay, here you go. Hey, by the way, Harrison, you said you wanted pizza? Okay. Karen, yes? Oh, another pregnant. Yeah. Okay, great, okay. And then I don't have any moments. George are friends, so you went to George's house?
Yes, of course. And him and his wife and all these nice people were there, and they invited Jen and me. I know George back in the day too, so we went there, and you take a boat, you get on a boat, you cruise down, went over to their house. They made us homemade pizza, and it was an amazing time. I sat next to Bono. It was a good day.
Okay, let's talk about this facial that you're obsessed with. How many did you get the whole cast of Ocean's 8 to do this? Everybody. Okay, and, good, smart ones.
Just those that I thought would appreciate it.
Okay, explain what it is.
Well, it's this way in which one forces through microneedling.
I ain't gonna tell y'all what she was trying to describe and get into, but she was talking about some type of anti-aging supplement. Yeah, no. And the ways to make it, one of the ingredients, or a couple of the ingredients to make it. And yeah, that was crazy. There's a lot of pizza lovers out there. Y'all like pizza? Let's get it.
What if I told you that there's a parasite out there that if it infected you could actually make you more aggressive, more impulsive, and completely psychotic in some instances? I know what you're going to say. There's absolutely no way. Now, this video is for entertainment purposes only because it's a conspiracy theory and we're about to go deep. And there's something called the Real Society, or the Real Parasite, that actually does this to highly elite people. But there's also a parasite that affects the rest of us, including animals and other beings, where it changes their behavior. Let me show you a screenshot of it. Toxoplasmosis infections have been associated with an increase in aggressive and impulsive behaviors, a reduced perception of risk, and an increased probability of developing psychotic symptoms such as schizophrenia.
Now I know what you're thinking. There's no way. But have you noticed that Queen Elizabeth, George Bush, Obama, and
This is all alleged, guys. This is for entertainment purposes only. We're not saying any of this. What she's saying in this clip is real. You know, this is hey, do your own research, use your own discernment. Hey, nothing that I say in this clip right now is real. None of this is real, y'all. Just entertainment purposes. Let's get it.
a bunch of movie stars all have had black eyes, but all on their left eye, which is super weird because the Illuminati left eye and the Eye of Horus is a super symbol. Now, what if I told you that there is a secret society called the Real Society that is using a specific type of lizard and their parasites that they carry to inject into the eyes of these elites who then pretty much give their soul to their handlers? I know, sounds crazy, but let me show you a few screenshots so it makes sense. So here's a picture of all the members of the Black Eye Club. As you can see, we've got Adam Sandler, we have George Bush, we have Branson, we have, I think that might look like Ghislaine Maxwell, but I'm not really sure, but we've got Tom Hanks and the rest of the weirdos of Hollyweird. Now, in 2014 and 2017, a TV series called The Strain presented a parasitic insectoid virus that entered the human eye and morphed the human into a cannibalistic vampire. And it is believed that when this virus or parasite enters you, the soul gets fully consumed by the real lizard parasite within 2 weeks. The victim essentially dies, leaving the real lizard parasite in complete control of all brain function. Now, when it says that the victim dies, they don't actually physically die, but their soul dies inside of them because they become drones. And apparently, the process of injecting said parasite into the left eye is called droning, according to them. Let me show you another screenshot. And did you know that the Real Society was one of the most influential of the occultic groups in post-World War I Germany? Many of German social elites were members of this Real Society. Real meaning the light force, and Lucifer is known as the light bearer to secret societies like the Freemasonry and the Illuminati, which I think is really weird. Isn't it interesting that 4 months ago we had parasite cleanses go viral on TikTok, and was it for a reason? I want to know what you guys think, and I want to know your thoughts on this.
Something to make your mind wonder.
Parasite, which was unleashed during the previous creations that were destroyed by God, was significantly bigger than the Hydra we are seeing now. It burrowed in the head of the person, taking control. I can only imagine that it was a painful experience. However, this time it appears to have been miniaturized in the Hydra we are seeing now. Because most people, even the most unintelligent ones, would not voluntarily allow a facehugger or giant mind-flaying Hydra to biojack them. This is why priests of the ancient mysteries, Catholic bishops, and the Egyptian pharaohs wore their weird tall hats. It was to conceal the parasite, which would have terrified onlookers. During a ritual, this parasite would be introduced to the victim, burrowing to the top of the skull and hijacking the brain directly. I believe these alien-like, spider-like Hydra creature parasites are related to the Archons. They display an otherworldly intelligence far beyond that of a human mind, and they assume positions of power and authority, usually in religious circles.
Something to make your mind wonder.
Mais quand il est long là, il a bien grandi. Ah, sa tête même pas ici.
Dang, you see that? Tell me y'all see that. Get in them comment sections, man. Did y'all see that or what, man? That was a worm or something, a little Hydra in his eyeball, man. Like in his eye, in the dark part, man. I know y'all seen it. That was creepy, man. His soul is gone. They say the window of the eyes of the window of the soul, man. You could see right in his eyes, like he was looking right in his soul, and it was the Hydra. So soul is gone. Y'all be thinking it's a game, but it's disgusting out here. It's wicked.
What you are witnessing is a dead insect being placed inside of a container of water with a particular water parasite known as Hydra vulgaris. Now, some of you may be familiar with this parasite, as it's alleged to be found in the clot shop. The jab. Now, this parasite is really interesting, actually. It's able to clone itself and self-replicate, and it can also reproduce, making it, in essence, immortal. It has, I believe, 70 to 80% stem cells within its body, which is what allows it to do that. It also creates neural networks, essentially, with these little tentacles that you see right here. Now watch as it goes inside the body of this insect. Completely dead, causing it to reanimate. Now imagine if that were within a person, or someone who was killed by something that we all know and we can't talk about. The dead will walk the earth. They will seek death and not find it. I wonder how all that comes about. And I wonder why they don't want you speaking about it.
Man, that's crazy. If y'all know what that thing could do and y'all see what it could do, why would you even be playing with that thing, man? When you just get in your finger or go up under your fingernail or any open wound or something, or just through your hand or something, it's over with. Over with. Over with. Would you be playing with something like that? Let me know in the comment section, because I definitely would. Man, that's sick. Disgusting, man. That's fucking disgusting. This one gonna have it, watch. But clear. Maybe this one. Warning, what's happening? Oh shit. That's crazy. The leg still twitching. That's disgusting.
At first, this may look like it's just a dead mantis, but when it's provoked, we see that there are a lot of thin brown worms coming out of its body. So what are these worms, and what were they doing in there? These parasitic worms are called horsehair worms, and they reside in fresh...
Man, why is he holding that disgusting ass stuff, man? This dude is crazy. Man, you nasty
waters.
son of a
They
gun.
primarily target insects like mantises, crickets, and cockroaches. And when these insects eat them, the worms live inside their body and feed on their stored fat. After a few days, they inject chemicals into their host to control their minds, which makes them roam mindlessly until they reach waters. They then burst out of their body, and in most cases, these host organisms die.
Have any of y'all seen the movie Faculty? It's an old movie. I think it was in the 90s, mid 90s, late 90s, or early 2000s. I was young at the time, but y'all should check it out. It definitely really well with this one. That is crazy.
A female praying mantis will occasionally eat the head of a male while they're mating. Now, the male mantis can still move after losing its head, and this is due to the nerves in its abdomen that can work on their own without the brain. These nerves get activated and sometimes allow the male to continue mating for a longer period of time. Afterwards, the female mantis has been known to continue to eat the rest of the male.
Boy, if that ain't savage and vicious, I don't know what is. But hey, y'all, that's the end of the video, man. If y'all been here with me from the beginning and y'all still here kicking it with your boy Koozie, man, y'all go ahead and hit that like button, share, comment what y'all think down below in the comment section. Hey, and be safe out there, because tomorrow is the eclipse, y'all, and we will be here doing a video tomorrow, probably a premiere, you know. But y'all be safe out there. It's your boy Koozie. You know, thanks for another one. I'm out. Holla.